What if the greatest obstacle to your healing wasn't the trauma itself, but the silent image of someone who raised you? We often think forgiveness is about someone else. But what if, at its deepest level, forgiveness is not about the person who hurt you, but about the part of you still loyal to their voice? This video is not about blaming your mother. It's about reclaiming the self that unconsciously formed under her shadow. It's about understanding the power of what Carl Jung called the mother archetype, and how we can stop living under its rules. Because here's the truth: until you understand how your earliest maternal blueprint shaped your emotional world, you'll keep reenacting the same silent drama, seeking validation, fearing rejection, and calling it love. And the only way out is in. Carl Jung described archetypes as universal patterns wired into our collective unconscious. The mother archetype is one of the most powerful. It's not about your actual mother. It's about the psychic image your mind built from every touch, every absence, every gaze in childhood. For some, this archetype becomes nurturing. For many, it becomes controlling, critical, or conditional. It whispers, "You must earn love. You must be small to be safe. Your needs are too much." This voice isn't just in your head, it becomes your head. You internalize it so deeply that it becomes the foundation of how you see yourself, how you speak to yourself, and what you believe you're allowed to want. When you hesitate to speak your truth, whose voice stops you? When you feel selfish for setting boundaries, is that truly your belief? Let's talk about Anya, a 36-year-old professional who could never enjoy her success. Her mother used to say, "Don't get ahead of yourself, life will humble you." Even after getting promoted to director level, Anya felt guilty, almost ashamed for doing better than her mother ever did. She'd self-sabotage, missing deadlines or not celebrating wins. Why? Because deep inside, success felt like betrayal. Psychologist Bert Hellinger calls this invisible loyalty, a subconscious vow children make to never rise above a suffering parent. We see this with people who stay in toxic relationships because at least it's familiar, or those who won't pursue dreams because it would be selfish. But none of that is your voice, it's the echo of someone else's wound. Another example, Luis, who was emotionally neglected by a distant, cold mother. As an adult, he chased emotionally unavailable partners. Every time someone loved him openly, he felt uncomfortable, even angry. Why? Because his inner blueprint equated love with distance. Pain was familiar. Love felt threatening. To move forward, you must do something radical. Stop trying to change your mother. Start changing your inner relationship with her voice. You do this through a process Jung hinted at and modern psychology calls reparenting. That means giving yourself the compassion you were denied, validating your emotions without minimizing them, setting boundaries even when guilt screams otherwise. You become the mother you needed. You give your inner child a new authority figure, you. Ask yourself daily, what would a kind, present mother say to me right now? What rule am I still obeying that no longer serves me? Write a letter to the mother in your head. Tell her you see her pain, but you're not here to carry it anymore. Thank her, forgive her, but take your power back. Healing doesn't require your mother to change. It requires you to stop waiting. You may never get the apology. You may never hear, "I'm proud of you." But you can still be proud of yourself. You can still choose peace. Here's the shift. Your story isn't over. You're not a victim of the archetype. You're its alchemist. You get to love without needing rescue, succeed without guilt, set limits without shame. This is what Carl Jung meant when he spoke of individuation, becoming whole by integrating the parts you've long rejected. Your mother lives in your nervous system, your habits, your expectations, but she also lives in your strength, in your ability to see her humanity and still rise. You don't have to sever ties. You simply have to stop living on emotional autopilot. Your healing isn't betrayal. It's the highest form of love. Love that says, "I will not stay stuck just because you did." You were never too much. Your dreams were never selfish. Your boundaries were never cruel. The voice inside your head isn't yours unless you choose it. Take the pen back. Write a new chapter. And remember, you are not your mother's shadow. You are your own sunrise. If this video spoke to you, help spread the message. Click like if you found even one line that made you pause. Subscribe to InnerRise Journey for more deep, transformative content. Comment below, "I choose my voice." And let us know your story. Your journey matters. And you're not alone anymore.